All right, Pisces, let's get into a reading. So I just want to see what someone is feeling and thinking. I don't know who the someone is going to be. This is going to be short. This is going to be sweet. If you guys need anything, check it out down below. I am going to start with my oracle cards and see what the energy coming out is. Okay. Yeah, this energy's been coming up a lot. I should have told you everything that I was feeling. I'm starting to get hot all of a sudden. I can feel the heat rising from my feet to my face. Okay? You could have made someone blush. You could have made someone uncomfortable. Or opening up to you could make someone uncomfortable. Telling you the truth could be hard for someone. The truth around what they're feeling, what they're thinking. I've been trying to ignore how I'm feeling. So that makes sense why someone's feeling haunted. Because we can consciously try to ignore something, avoid it, run from it, dodge it. But your subconscious energy is going to take care of it. Yeah, it's like there could be a delay in this connection, okay? A delay in communication, a delay in someone having the courage and the strength to do what it takes, to speak up. So I'm asking, what does this person want to tell you? The first thing I heard was, I fucked up. Something that they're, okay. This person, I don't know if they know this or not, but I feel like they made a conscious choice to either avoid you, avoid their feelings, or avoid the situation as a whole. I'm going to get over it. It doesn't matter. I don't care. That kind of energy. But what I don't think this person realized is that that was going to kind of come back to bite them in the ass. It's like plot twist. The karma for them not speaking up, the karma for them ignoring their feelings is that they're not going to be able to forget you. Because that wasn't the purpose of this relationship or dynamic. The purpose wasn't for them to lean more into their avoidant personality. It was for them to let go of a pattern or let go of, it's like, if we keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, we're not going to get anything different. So I think that's what this dynamic was teaching this person. But I think instead of really changing or shifting something, changing a pattern, changing a mindset, changing an action, they didn't realize that they leaned more into that pattern. And it was like the moment with you, this moment, this opportunity was a moment and an opportunity for them to do something differently, to be deliberate about their actions. This is what I'm doing, this is what I'm feeling, this is what I'm thinking. But instead, it does the complete opposite. Yeah, this is someone who's definitely rejecting you. They're rejecting you in the physical plane. They're rejecting you in the spiritual plane. They actually want you to come in and make things right. But can I be honest with you? I think their ego wants you to come in and try to make something right and then be able to reject you. But again, that's the karma. And I would even go as far to say that this person's intuition could be screaming at them, but they are deliberately ignoring it. I don't care. I don't want him or her back. Oh, I hope they get what they want. Like that kind of energy. It's giving me, do any of you have any younger siblings? Younger, maybe cousins, or maybe your own children? And sometimes they act in a way where maybe they're prideful, they have their ego in it. I'm not doing it because I don't want to. But then they miss out on an opportunity that they actually wanted. So let me give you an example. An example would be This person's energy is the kind of energy where, hey, do you want to go skating tonight? They do. Deep down, they do. However, they might not tell you that. They might tell you, nah, I'll see if I can wiggle it in. I don't know. Well, little do you know, they don't have plans. They would love to go skating, but they're ignoring how they feel, and they can end up doing the complete opposite. Actually, I've decided I don't want to go out. Okay. And it's like this person, if this is love, it's like they want you to come in and kind of like beg them. And again, that's their ego. That's their ego expecting you. It's like this person expects you to go above and beyond. I expect you to do things that I would never do. So you should come beg me. You should tell me how nobody is like me. That's this person's energy. It's very low vibrational. And again, it's like this opportunity with you, this moment with you, gave this person the ability to choose something differently, to use moderation. But they didn't. They leaned more into it. So what does this person want to say? And what's going to happen here is you're going to quit trying to deal with someone, love someone who, it's like they're playing hard to get, but they're not hard to get because they want you, but they want you to work for them. But it's also in an energy of, you want me to work for you, but to be honest, let's be real, even if you worked for them, they would always move the goalpost. It's like no matter what you do, no matter what you say, it's never going to be enough. That's this person's energy. And I think some of you know that. And again, it's because there's something inside of them that needs to be moderated. They need balance inside of their own self. I've been daydreaming about you. Okay. Again, I think this person's karma, yeah, I miss seeing you. I miss your touch. I'm actually not over you. But again, that faking energy, see, that's what I'm saying. It's like, okay, they're not over you. They want you. They want you back, but they don't want you back. It's that confusing energy. Have you ever had a friend or a family member, or maybe even yourself, where you dated someone and the night before they're like, yeah, I want you back. I miss when it was just me and you. And then the next day they're very aloof and they're playing the, well, you got to work for this. You know, you cheated on me and yeah, I want you back. But you know, you really ruined this. And unless you're ready to go above and beyond, I just don't know if I can give you my heart again. And it's like, okay, which one is it? Which one is it? Because last night you were saying that you missed me and blah, 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 blah. And yeah, I needed to work for it. I needed to prove to you that you could trust me. But now today you've done moved the damn goalpost and you're saying, well, I don't know if you can earn my trust back. That's this person's energy. And that's because their ego is involved. And again, the moment that they dealt with you, that was an opportunity for them to get out of that pattern. If we're constantly going around blaming our partners and making our partners the bad guy, that says more about you than it does them. And if every single person you date or you mess with is the bad guy, what does that say? That's what this person, someone needs to say that to this person. Someone needs to look at this person and go, so you just have a shitty picker, right? Everybody you date and everybody that comes across your path is just a villain, is just a horrible person, right? That speaks volumes, I'm just saying. Yeah, they're anxious. There's some sort of like anxiety and stress here because they're left out in the cold. They're not getting what they want. They don't like where this is at. But it's also an energy of, my ego won't let me say the words, I want you back and I'm not over this. I'm not over you. Someone's ego doesn't want them to admit that as a truth. You don't miss him or her. Actually, let's go a step further. You don't even care about them. Like, that's this person's ego. So again, the plot twist is going to be, is the longer that they deny this, reject it as the truth that it is, the more that they're going to miss you. And that's that plot twist, is the karma here is that they're not going to be able to forget you. So how do they see you? They see you as someone who no longer they see you as someone who's no longer stressed or worried about this. They see you as someone who, they see you as the person that said, I don't want this back. And they see you as the person where they felt like you were never content with them. They felt that no matter what they did, what they said, it was never enough, it was never good enough. That you were always dissatisfied with them, okay? And that's, again, is that victim mentality. That's that wounded side of them. Because if you're healed, you're not wounded, and you're a healthy person altogether, you will know that other people's actions and choices are not a reflection of you, it's a reflection of them, their internal dialogue, what's going on internally. And it's like this person, again, with this sword being down, there's lack of truth, lack of clarity, lack of speaking up. And again, this is another cycle. I feel like this person could have went through this cycle multiple times. I feel like this is the kind of person that they shut down. Well, it doesn't matter what I say, what I feel, because it's not going to change anything. That's not the truth. That's not the truth. But that's what this person tells their own self. Okay? Yeah, this person could look for you if they're able. And again, there's an energy here. If you left them behind, there's a part of them that's like, you left me behind because you don't feel the same for me. But I kind of hope you come back on your knees and you want me back so then I can reject you. Some of you could have rejected someone, or at least they perceive it as a rejection. And their ego could want to come across your path and you want them again so they can reject you. Even though they don't want to reject you, they actually want you. Again, internal conflict. That's the wounded side of this person. When you're wounded, the things that you think and the things that you do don't always make sense. That's what I'm saying here. Oh, yeah, deception. Yeah, this person was deceptive. I think there was mutual feelings here, but I feel like there was some sort of red flag. This person could have wanted to keep their emotions on the back burner, or they could have wanted to explore parts of this relationship or dynamic, but not other parts of it. I'm saying that there could be a new lover coming in for some of you. There's going to be a lot of attraction with a new lover, if that's something that you're interested in. But yeah, something told you that something was up. And again, with this deception, this could have been someone who wanted it their way. They were wearing a false self mask. I'll tell you that I want a relationship, but I won't do the things that it takes to have a relationship. So it's ultimately going to fail. And that's the deception. I didn't really want a relationship. That's this person's ego. And again, the dynamic with you gave them an opportunity or a moment for them to either change the pattern, do something differently, bring a more balanced mindset and approach to the table, for them to use moderation. So if you've done something in a past relationship and it didn't work and you're going into another one, maybe let's shake it up a little bit. That's what I'm saying here. But it's like this person didn't see the challenge, or they didn't accept the challenge. All right. So what do you need to know about this person? So I think this person's going to end up calling you, because I've got a phone call coming in right now. I think this person's going to end up calling you. What did I just say? Yeah. Because again, it's going to be something that they can't quit thinking about. The unknown's going to eat at them. And it's funny how I started getting a phone call, and that's literally the messages we just had come out. 3 of Swords, Devil, Page of Wands. Someone insanely disappointed. Someone wanting to talk to you. but knowing that you're not going to come back. And it's even an energy of, I don't want them back. I don't want to talk to them. But then they do. It's that weird energy. I don't want to talk to them. They're even doing reflection on taking the leap and how they don't know what's going to happen. So they could be confused if they reach out, if you would respond. Do they want you back? What do they want when this conversation happens? Because again, their ego is like, no, you don't want them back. But if someone's reaching out to you, it's like, what's the purpose of the conversation? Is it because you're bored? Is it because you're lying? You're sneaky? The Hierophant just come out. And the Nine of Cups. Okay, what did I just say? So my question was, what was the purpose of them reaching out if they end up reaching out? And what Spirit's telling you is that it could be you getting what you want, but that you need to be careful because it could be an illusion of, well, I'm here to give you what you want. And then you find out that it's actually not long lasting. So I think this person, okay, whoever this is someone who, on paper, I think you guys would make the perfect couple. You might have a lot in common. You might have the same hobbies. You might approach life the same way. But when it comes to past experiences, trauma, how you approach life, things of that sort that really can affect how we show up in life, I think this person has the tendency to be in it and then they're out of it. So what do I mean by that? If you guys start to date, there's going to be a lot of growing pains. So it might be a cycle of you guys trying to figure it out and almost calling it quits before you do figure it out. And for some of you, you're going to realize that one of the problems is this person's ego. They do have the tendency to think that there's nothing that they need to change. But they're also the kind of individual that once they lose it, they start thinking about the changes that they could have made or they should have made. And Spirit is telling you that you might end up getting the conversation or even the action that you want, but it might not be what you think that it should be. It's like, okay, well, I want a stable commitment with this person. Okay, but it might take a lot of growing pains, a lot of learning with this person, a lot of trial and error. Some of you are going to have to be up for the challenge. And when I say the challenge, I mean the challenge. Okay, it ain't going to be no walk in the park with this person. If you're wanting an easy relationship, which I don't think there's no such thing as that, but whatever, this is not the person for you. And they're even telling me that when this person comes in, or when you and this person end up having something kind of evolving, you're going to notice that this person might not be like the commitment top, might not be the long-term top. This could even be someone who's had multiple failed relationships, and the reason each relationship fails is the same reason. And again, it's like you're going to be either the reason they stay in the pattern or the reason the pattern changes. Now, I am saying that there's going to be some sort of communication here, but I'm also saying that some of you might start getting invested in this and then decide it's not what's right for you, okay? But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's like the karma is going to be them not being able to forget you. That's then going to become like a nagging voice in their ear, and then that's going to push them to take some sort of action, whether or not it's action that you agree with or action that you want to accept is going to be up to you. But this person doesn't want to let you go. But again, that ego is like, but I don't want you back either. Yeah, there's a lot of passion here, and they want you to stay optimistic. For some of you, this person, this is going to be very specific, but this is going to be for a few of you. One of the problems when you start reconnecting with this person is going to be that they love to spend time with family and friends, and that's not the problem. The problem is going to be that when it comes to what you guys believe is fair, that's going to be the differences. So they might want to spend time with family and friends without you. This might be the kind of person where it's like, hey, my family's got a thing tonight. And you're like, oh, great. Are we going? And they're like, no, I'm going. Again, it could be a function with their friends. You guys could have dated or even been married. It's like this person is going to want to do things without you. And I think it's going to be more than you prefer. And I think some of you, it's going to disappoint you because you feel like this person is either hiding you, or like it could also be an energy of this isn't the kind of commitment or relationship that I wanted. Some of you are going to want to live life with someone, and I think this person is going to want someone. Okay. It's like some of you are going to want a relationship where you guys enjoy life together, and this person wants that, but maybe doesn't want to spend as much time as you do. It's like you might be okay with having a get together with family and friends once every week, once every 2 weeks, date nights, things of that sort. Let's go out with your family here. Let's go out with our friends here. Let's throw a party here. If you want that, I don't think this is going to be the person for you. I think this is going to be the kind of person where, okay, we've been together for 5 years. Hey, my family's getting together tonight. I'm going, you ain't. There's going to be something like that. And again, that could be that deception, feeling like they're wearing a mask in the relationship. You could even see that this person is extremely selfish. And I'm saying that that's not going to change. So if you've dealt with someone in your past that was extremely selfish with their time, selfish with their energy, even selfish with their expression of how they feel for you, see that as a red flag. And Spirit is telling you that if you don't see it as a red flag, when this person comes back, you're going to see exactly why that was a problem and why you shouldn't have accepted it. But some of you, the passion here is going to be the reason why you go into it. But Danielle, I can't help myself. The passion's crazy. Okay, but make sure you're ready to heal from someone who doesn't consider you, because I'm seeing that. It's like if you want a partner who's considerate and who's selfless, this person's not moderated, or this person's not been able to conquer those sides of themselves yet, okay? They've got to learn moderation. They've got to learn, when do I need to be selfish and when do I need to be a giver? Because it's going to be a little bit of everything. It's a little bit of all of it. And I'm saying that in the far future, you might feel backstabbed and betrayed by this person. And Spirit is saying, is it fair that you feel backstabbed and betrayed by this person when they showed you who they were and you wouldn't believe them? And I'm not trying to be mean. Some of you are going to get mad at me, and that's okay. But you know, sometimes in life, people's karma is not getting access to something that they had full access to. And again, that's what this reading has been about, is that this person is getting the karma. They're getting the karma that they can't forget you, that they want you, that they yearn for you. But there's also sides of their own self that they're not transforming, they're not changing, they're not moderating to have access to you. And if you want to settle, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get someone that you've settled for. You're going to get someone who doesn't consider you. You're going to get someone who doesn't want to change and doesn't see why they need to change. A partner wanting to change you isn't necessarily a bad thing. It depends how they want to change you. Are they trying to evolve you? Are they trying to make you into a better version of yourself? And if you think that you've chose a partner who wants to change you and you don't like the way that that feels, why do you see that as a threat? That's what I'm saying here. So, and Spirit is telling you that this person might even be at a place where they're not really healing or doing the work. So some of you are going to know or notice when this person and you reconnect that they've not really changed. They still handle issues the same way. They still handle conflicts the same way. They still handle conversations the same way. And you might notice that this person has gotten stuck in their life. They've gotten kind of in a rut. And instead of doing the work, they might just try to shift the energy that's around them. So instead of doing the inner work, they're just going to go hang out with new people that make them feel different emotions, different feelings. That's what I'm saying with this person as well. And Spirit is saying that that's another warning, is that when this person comes back around, if you can't see the growth within them, if their mindset hasn't changed, if the conversations they're bringing to the table hasn't changed, if there's not been an evolving, What do you think? How do you think you're going to get anything different? That's the question that they just want to ask. So, yeah. Again, cycles. Needing to be flexible. Yeah, because they're telling you not to give this a second chance, but they're telling you that if you do give this a second chance, it could be for you to grow and transform. So if you feed into this, yeah, if you end up giving into this or feeding into this, it's because there's something more you need to learn, not because it's what's best for you. Because I'm going to be honest, this person's toxic as fuck. Someone who wants you to come back in, but they kind of want to reject you, but they don't want you back, but they want to play games, but they do want you back. And they might even play games with you and tell you that you're getting a relationship or a commitment. And Spirit is telling you with this deception that they might not be giving you a relationship or commitment. You might be the person where they're like, yeah, we're boyfriend, we're girlfriend. No, you ain't on my social media. No, you ain't meeting my family. No, you're not joining me at my work party. That's going to be this person's energy, okay? That's going to be this person's energy. Why? Because they don't feel that they need to change anything. I don't need to transform shit. That shows you that you're not important to this person. I'm not trying to be mean. It's just the truth of the matter. And this person could miss seeing you. They could even daydream about a certain life that could be accomplished with you. But in that daydream, I feel like this person daydreams about you like over accommodating, you going above and beyond, you making them happy. And that's not reality. And again, that could be that stuck energy. Instead of them doing the work inside of their own self, they could daydream about a life where you go above and beyond, where you're okay with all of the bullshit, where you're okay with all of the baloney. It's like they want you to be the person where you were put on this earth to serve them. Male or female, I don't give a damn. That's what they want from you. You are nothing more than my boyfriend, my husband. You are nothing more than my girlfriend, my wife. That's what this person wants. And Spirit is saying that's the wounded side of them. That's the wounded side of them that doesn't want to put in the work into a healthy and balanced dynamic. They also feel like if they did, that the person would be discontent with them. So this person could even have a belief that they can never do anything right or it's never enough. So if you know who I'm talking about, you might hear this person say that. Well, it's never enough. I can never do enough for anyone that I'm dating. I can never do enough for him or her. I go above and beyond. That's this person's energy. So if you do have a conversation with them, that's going to be how you know who this is, because they are in that mindset. All right, I'm going to leave you here. Have a blessed day.